For only the second time in its 46-year history, the Arizona Animal Welfare League is closing its doors to the public today, and that is because of the heat.
Well, that way employees and volunteers can give all their time to making sure the animals are staying cool with cooling mats, doggy popsicles, and supervised bathroom breaks.
And Gibby is at the shelter near 40th Street in Washington with a look at all of the work they're doing to make sure those animals stay safe.
Yeah, guys, and you know what? This is the time. If you're going to do it, is right now. And look at this. They already have a pool set out. They have sprinklers set up. These are things you could do at home if you have pets as well. And as you mentioned, only the second time that they're closing, but it's important for them to do this because this is going to give you guys a heads up of what you have 100 dogs and 100 cats to give you an idea of what you have to do to keep these guys nice and cool. So that way when people come to adopt them, they're ready to go.
Exactly. And it's only June, so we want to know what tools and skills we're going to need to make it through this hot summer. What we've discovered is early in the morning works great to take them out in pools and have sprinklers, but it's only because it's early in the day. Later in the day, they will be inside with kennel enrichment and toys and volunteers because there is no safe space outdoors when it's 120 degrees.
You were telling me about that. There is no safe space, even though they have trees, they have shade for them to come in. The heats are such that they really can't cool themselves down. And you can tell, like this puppy here, he knows what it's like to have his paws in the water because it brings down that temperature for him.
Exactly. They only have a couple cooling techniques, whereas we sweat across our whole body. They can pant, they can sweat through their paws, but it's nowhere near the same as us, and they have a fur coat. So heat stroke can move very quickly in these animals. So keeping them inside, keeping them cool, keeping them enriched by, teaching them a new trick. 20 minutes of mental exercise is the same as 20 minutes of physical exercise. So if there's a trick you've always been meaning to teach them, do it inside. Set up an obstacle course in your house. Hide treats all over the house. Do treat bobbing in the swimming pool. These are all activities you can do to keep your pets cool, and a lot of those you can do indoors.
Okay, and lastly, you were telling me that let's say one of your pets do overheat. One of the things you can do is don't try to do it right away. Slowly bring them back down.
You need to really cool them down slowly. That fast cool down can actually cause more problems. So you want to do, cool blankets and cool compresses, but not really cold. And if your dog does go into heat stroke, you need to take them to the vet. If you are cooling them down, that's number one, but you still need to make sure they won't have any long-term lasting effects from the heat stroke.
All right, and they are planning to be back open tomorrow, ready for you guys to adopt if you guys are ready, and these puppies are ready to adopt as well, guys. So many things for them to do. One of the other tips they said, if you want to bring them their ice pops, put them in the freezer now, a couple hours, they'll be ready for you to hand to your pets as well. So yeah, this pool is looking inviting to me. And if he throws one more of those treats in there, I'm jumping in.
What's a little doggy hair when it comes to cooling down and swimming?
Thanks, Gibby.